Hey, Rays of Sunshine, it's Evelina of Evergreen Art Dolls, and today we are going to be talking about Blythe. So, I was tagged by Casey's Joy to do the Blythe tag that involves just talking about your first thoughts on Blythe. So, I was tagged by her, but the original video and tag was made by Peacecraft Dolls with Tammy Powley. So, I will link both of those videos in the description of this one. And yeah, I'm excited to go ahead and answer this tag. I really love participating in tags and collabs. I think they're such a fun way to get involved with the dog community and interact with other dog collectors and enthusiasts. But yeah, I haven't participated in a bunch of them. I'm hoping to change that this year. So I'm really glad that Casey tagged me in this one. But yeah, so let's go ahead and actually, no, before we go ahead and do this tag, I want to share with you guys my Blythe doll and her partial makeover. So if you guys watched the last video that I did on Blythe, I did get my own Blythe. So I'm a first time Blythe doll owner. I'll have that video linked as well. I've only done like maybe 3 Blythe doll videos since I'm new into the whole Blythe doll scene. um so so yeah, I got a doll from AliExpress, a Blythe doll, and I plan on customizing her to my liking. And one of the first things that I wanted to do was her hair. So let's switch over and I'll show you guys that whole process. Alright, guys, so I sought professional help for this Blythe doll and went to Tangle Salon and visited my girl Kelsey, who is an amazing barber and hairstylist. So I went to her to help me out because I wanted a particular look for this doll. I wanted the hair thinned out and cut shorter just to make it more manageable for me. And like I said, there's a certain look that I was going for with her. So she helped me out with that because your girl could not manage on her own. I do not know how to cut hair whatsoever, but this doll had so much hair on her head. There's the first cut there. And y'all can see just how much hair came off. I'm so thankful to Kelsey for helping me out, and shout out to her because she did a great job. All right, y'all. So here she is after her haircut, and I think it turned out so super nice. I actually wanted it, like initially in my mind, I wanted it to be more like even more thinned out than this, like just not as poofy, I guess, for the look that I'm going for. But I actually really like it. Like I kind of like the volume and the curls that it still has in it. Like I love having this, like when I get a silk press or get my hair straightened, I love it when like they curl it and you can just kind of, that part like flips up right here like towards the forehead. Um so yeah, I just really like that. So it's really cute on her, you guys. Let me know what you think. I love this color green. I think it's just so unique and pretty. Here's the back. But yeah, I think it's a really cute look. I'm debating if I want to straighten it or not. I don't know what kind of hair this is. I have to do the research. But I kind of want to try to straighten it out just because in my mind I just have this vision for her, which I'll share in a later video. I don't want to spoil it right now, but yeah, I have a certain look that requires her hair to be straightened. Um but I really don't know, you guys. I also don't want to mess it up. So let me know what y'all think. If I should just leave it like this, or if I should try straightening it. Or for those of you who have one of these like AliExpress Blythe dolls, I know our traveling Blythe Jet is, I think she has the same kind of hair. So I'll probably ask my little group, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Blythe, what they recommend as well. But I would love to know you guys' opinions on her, if you think I should or not. I really love the look. I think it's just so pretty, and Yeah, it was worth me going to a professional because I would have just completely messed her up. And like, I know I would. I'm just not a barber. I don't know how to cut hair at all. The most I've ever done was just a very light trim on some of my dolls, and that wasn't even that great. So I knew as much hair as she had on this big old head, I just was not going to be able to manage on my own. So, oh, and a lot of you guys asked what I named her. And honestly, you guys, I don't name a lot of my dolls. Um a lot of the times they'll come with COAs, especially like my BJDs and stuff. They already come with names from their artist, or if it's like a playline doll, a lot of the times they already have names that I end up keeping. So I don't really change the name of the sculptor doll or whatever a lot. But you guys asked, and she didn't come with a name. So while I was actually thinking of her name, I was watching a series on Netflix called The Umbrella Academy. I don't know if you guys know of, or heard of it before. It's like a supernatural thing where there's like some siblings, and they have like superpowers basically. And one of the characters on there is named Vanya. And so I decided to name her after that character because her power is like to basically I think it's like a mind power. She like rises up like Storm and X-Men, and her eyes turn blue, and she can just like, wipe out like everything in her path. So that's why I changed her eye chips to the blue ones, because she can, a Blythe doll changes their eye color and whatnot. So I thought that was appropriate. So yeah, the girl in the series, she can change her eyes to like this blue color when her powers come in. And she also got a haircut in the series. So from season 2 to season 3, she had long hair initially and just chopped it all off. So I was like, that's appropriate. She has, the eye color changes, and she cut her hair. So I feel like that name fits her very nicely. And it's a really pretty name that I don't hear very often. Like, I personally don't know anybody with the name Vanya. So this is Vanya, you guys. So let's go ahead and get to these questions. So there are like 3 questions, and I wrote them down in my fuzzy panda notebook. The first question is, what did you think the first time you saw a Blythe doll? Your initial reaction. So the first time I saw a Blythe doll, if you watch Casey's Joy's video on this tag, it was pretty much the same.
It's like that. The dog got a big old head.
That was pretty much the gist of it. It's a doll with a really, really big size head. That was my initial reaction, honestly. So yeah, that answers that question. Number 2, did you love the doll right away? And the answer to that is no. I was not a fan of Blythe for a while. Um, just because, like I said, I just thought their head was too big for their body. But it's weird because I have always, as a child, loved Betty Boop. And like baby dolls and stuff with big heads, I like. But I guess what was throwing me off was the body type, maybe. And I think that was because like I just felt like the head didn't really belong on the body. Like I feel like the body is more of like a Barbie type body, and the head, it just seems like those they're not Shopkins, I don't think. I'll put a picture of the dolls that I'm talking about, but it seems like someone like cut off that head and just stuck it on a Barbie body. Like they just don't really like they didn't really fit to me initially. But yeah, I thought it was really weird that I really wasn't into them initially because um I always like Betty Boop, and she has that big old head on that tiny body. Like I've always liked her. I'm a fan of her till this day, and she's kind of similar with the big eyes and head. So like I think it would be really cool to see a more like curvy Blythe, I think, because Betty has some hips on her. So maybe like a little small belly, and like more of like a curve to her, maybe it'll help her head like just fit in a little bit better. I don't know, you guys, but that was my initial reaction. And the answer to did I love the doll right away was no, and I explained that. So moving on to question number 3, if you did eventually warm up to the doll, how did that happen? And yes, I did warm up to the doll, and that was because of Jet Sharon, our traveling Blythe. So for those of you who don't know, I am in a group with some other lovely ladies. Some of them are on YouTube, others on Instagram. And but we have a group on Instagram that's a Sisterhood of the Traveling Blythe, and that is where we share a Blythe, and her name is Jet Sharon. She's very similar to this Blythe here. I'll put a picture up here for those of you who are new and don't know what I'm talking about. This is a doll that we share. So when Jet got here, that was my first time seeing a Blythe and just interacting with a Blythe, being able to touch her and play with her and whatnot. And yeah, I really liked her. I like that she fits a lot of fashion. So I did a try on video for her, so I thought that was really fun to just like dress her up and give her different looks and stuff. And I like the fact that her eyes do change. It just adds so much more personality to the doll, and for pictures and stuff, like I really get why Blythe photography is so popular, because they have great posability just with their limbs and stuff. Like they can do a lot of poses since they are jointed in various different areas. And the fact that you can change their eye chips, make them sleeping, different eye colors, even different like looks and directions. And just all the fashions. There's so many fashions that you can get for these dolls, like from rainbow high, Barbie clothes. So you can just go to your local store like Walmart or whatever and get clothes for these dolls, or you can go on Etsy and get more like handmade clothes that are specifically for Blythe. There's so many options to dress them, and like I said, their posability, the eye changes, just so much like potential for doll photography in the Blythe doll. So after experiencing Jet, yeah, that made me go ahead and bite the bullet and get one of these dolls. And there are so many like different collabs and things that go on with Blythe. There's one coming up that Elise and Marna are doing. It's a elf challenge. I usually try to participate in the elf collabs, but I haven't here lately just because so much has been going on. But now that it's a new year, I hope to get back into it. But they have one going on that's more of a like a not a cutesy elf, but I think Elise talked about it as being like a kind of Lord of the Rings, like have that in your head, Lord of the Rings type elf vibe. So very kind of like elegant and whatnot. So I really want to participate in that collab, and use my Blythe doll. I have some little elf ears that I'm gonna eventually apply to her, and yeah, just customize her up, make her over a little bit. And this was the first step with her haircut. But yeah, there's just so much you can do with them, and so I guess that is mainly the appeal. Now, I don't think I'm gonna get another one though. Like, I'm glad that I have at least one in my collection, because I am a doll collector of all different kinds of dolls, different mediums, anywhere from like cloth dolls to BJDs and everything in between. I just really love all different kind of dolls, and I pride myself in having a variety of different dolls. So I'm glad that I added at least one Blythe to my collection. And like I said, they've grown on me. I've warmed up to them after having Jet, and I'm really enjoying this girl right now. But I don't know if I'll be getting any more. Of course, never say never, but as of now, I'm not tempted at all to get another one. I'm having a lot of fun with her right now. So yeah, I think that is basically the end of this tag. I think I answered the questions, all the questions. So yeah, there's not a lot of questions in this tag, but it does give you a lot of room to elaborate on each question. So if you guys are interested in doing this tag, please do so. I'm tagging all of you guys to do it who own a Blythe. And and yeah, this was a really fun tag to participate in. Thank you to Tammy Pally for creating the tag. Thank you, Casey, for tagging me in it. And yeah, so that is it. I'm glad I finally sat down to do this video because I've been meaning to do it for a while. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more of Vanya's little adventures. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, love, and blessings. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, and blessings. Bye.